That's wrong now. That's wrong. Because Allah commands us to follow that which He has revealed to the Prophet ﷺ. Despite of the language you speak, the food you eat, where you come from, all Muslims are called by Allah and ordered by Allah to worship Him the way subhanahu wa ta'ala command them and legislate for them. So we cannot use that as an excuse. Why the reason why your brothers doing it not like us because we're not from the same continent. Doesn't matter what continent you come from. You're a Muslim, you need to go back to the proper sources, especially in Aqeedah, Quran, sound Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? The ulama, they mention because the Aqeedah deals with the unseen, matters of the unseen. تعنى بأمور الغيب والغيبيات. And there is no one knows the ghaib beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Angels, they don't know it. Prophets and messengers, they don't know it. Except that which Allah informed them of. Allah informed some of them with some of the ghaib, some of the unseen. That's why they know, through the wahi, through revelation. Not through dreams. Not through, because I'm older than you, that's why I know stuff you don't know. No, doesn't work like that. تكلم بعلم أو اسكت بحلم. When you speak about the deen of Allah, we should always remember we speak with knowledge, or say Allahu A'lam, but that requires some knowledge too. It requires a level of knowledge for a person to say, I don't know. You don't know? You've been Muslim for years. Yes, I don't know. SubhanAllah, how can you don't know? Yes, I don't know, brother. It's okay. Sahaba used to say, I don't know. Imam Malik said, I don't know to so many questions. So it's okay. If you don't know something about the deen of Allah, just say, Allahu A'lam akhi, go ask somebody else. And you've done what you're supposed to do. None. The Shaykh says, لأنه لا أحد أعلم بالله وما يجب له وما ينزه عنه من الله ولا أحد بعد الله أعلم بالله من رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Says no one have knowledge of the rights of Allah and what we're supposed to affirm for Allah and what we should not affirm for Allah than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also, after Allah, no one knows of Allah more than the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم. ولهذا كان منهج السلف الصالح ومن تبعهم في تلقي العقيدة مقصورا على الكتاب والسنة. That's why the methodology of the Salaf and anyone who followed them on exactly on the creed that they were upon, they always take from the Quran and the Sunnah. The Aqeedah, the sources of Aqeedah are the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم. فما دل عليه الكتاب والسنة في حق الله تعالى آمنوا به واعتقدوه وعملوا به. So therefore, anything that is supported by proofs from the Book of Allah, the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah, as related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they believe in it. For example, the names and the attributes of Allah. They affirm for Allah the beautiful names and the beautiful attributes that they are affirmed for Him in the book, in His book, or in the Sunnah of His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They believe in that and they put it to practice and they act according to that knowledge. وما لم يدل عليه كتاب الله ولا سنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم نفوه عن الله تعالى ورفضوه. In the same way, if somebody brings them something or they see people around them doing things that has no proof whatsoever from the Book of Allah nor from the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they deny it and reject it. They reject it completely with no hesitation. ولهذا لم يحصل بينهم اختلاف في الاعتقاد بل كانت عقيدتهم واحدة وكانت جماعتهم واحدة. That's why the Shaykh says the Sahaba رضوان الله عليهم, they didn't differ in Aqeedah, in the creed. They were upon sound creed. You'll never find a Sahabi one is upon the Aqeedah of the Salaf, one is upon the Mu'tazila, a'udhu billah. You don't find that. Or one Sahabi upon Khawarij. No way. Allah protect them from that. That's why Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, in the time of Ali radiallahu anh, in the fitna of Al-Khawarij, when he asked permission from Ali radiallahu anh, because he was the leader and the Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Khalifa al-Rashid, to go and establish the proof against these renegades, al-Mariqeen, al-Khawarij. And one if he said to them, he says, I came to you. So Ibn Abbas, he addressed the Khawarij. He said, I came to you from the companions of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and yet I do not see one of them with you. Not even one. So he was telling them, as the ulama, they says, how could you be on the truth, on the haqq as you claim and pushing it? There is not even one companion with you on this. So people, they're going to try their best to push whatever they want to push out there. Remember that. This happened in the time of the Sahaba. Now you wonder why things are going on, or some people pushing the batil, especially in our times where now the means are available, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and I don't know what grams. So don't be amazed. People, they're going to push this, as our noble Shaykh al-Walid, al-Allama Rabi' ibn Hadi al-Madkhali hafidhahullah ta'ala, he used to say, always, he says, there's always going to be conflict between the truth and the falsehood. It's going to be. This is what the dunya is about. Jannah, that's when you don't have to worry about none of this. So there's always going to be people that are going to push certain things. And yet there are people, see, if Christians come outdoor and start to call in the Muslim and say, oh, you're wrong, but you're going to come with us, we're right, you're going to like, just go the other place. I don't want none of this. But sometimes people are amongst us. Be with you, pray with you, Salafiyya, Salaf, this, that, for years, and then they start saying stuff. So what are you going to do now? So I know this brother for years, he must be right. What if he's not wrong? When you want to figure out? In Yawm al-Qiyamah? You think that's good? You want to figure out in Yawm al-Qiyamah that, oh, after all, he was not right? And he was not that good of a person? Now you want to find out right now. How? By holding to the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Especially in the time of fitr and trials. That's when you really remember this usul of Ahlul Sunnah. And say, look man, I'm going to stick to the ulama. Whatever the people putting out there, that's nothing to me. It means nothing. What it means to me, what the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah are saying in this matter on the other. In Aqeedah, ya Akhwan, Aqeedah al-Salaf, you need to know what it is and understand it correctly. But it's going to take some time. SubhanAllah, look at the people, they put a lot of time to understand algebra, and math, physics, science, computer science. Nobody learned algebra in two sittings. Years of hard work. And they don't just come like that. They come loaded. Curriculum, books, notebooks, take notes. They go do a lot of homework. They ask those who know in that field, because they want to get it right. And it takes them years. We want to be good. Alhamdulillah, it's good for that computer science person. It's okay. But we want to get this aqeedah right. And we have the means and we have the tools. Alhamdulillah, from the mercy of Allah upon us, that the aqeedah of the Salaf is preserved. It's preserved for us, alhamdulillah. So the Salaf, they were upon one aqeedah, one jama'ah. لأن الله تكفل لمن تمسك بكتابه وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم باجتماع الكلمة والصواب في المعتقد واتحاد المنهج. Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan, there's some very serious statements here. Now you see Muslims, subhanAllah, mutafarriqun, shadar, madar. Every country you see like me, Muslims on different things. Here in America, Muslims, but they own different things. And who's right and who's wrong. stick to those who were right. And Allah praised them in His book, and the Prophet ﷺ praised them in his Sunnah. Those whom Allah has protected and preserved their belief for them. So He says, so therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteed for anyone who hold on firm to His book and the Sunnah of His Messenger ﷺ, that they will be united, the unity that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They be united. Despite the fact that they come from different countries, they don't look the same, they speak different dialects, they're going to be united, their hearts be united, because Allah guarantees that to anyone who hold on firm to the Quran and the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, and Allah guarantees for them that they will be right as related to their creed and the methodology that they embark themselves upon. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Imran, and hold on all of you together to the rope of Allah and do not be divided. Don't divide your ranks. وقال تعالى فإما يأتينكم مني هدى فمن تبع هداي فلا يضل ولا يشقى. Surah Taha, verse 123. Surah Al-Imran, that was verse 103. 103. This is now the second verse from Surah Taha, verse 123. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُم مِّنِّي هُدًى. Whenever it comes to you from me guidance. So therefore, whoever follow my guidance will never go astray or experience any hardship. He said that's why those who hold on firm to the book of Allah, to the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu to that which the Sahaba they were upon, they were called Al-Firqa Al-Najiyah, the saved sect. شهد لهم النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بالنجاة حين أخبر بافتراق الأمة إلى 73 فرقة. It is the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم who witnessed for them that they are the saved sect. In a hadith in which the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, when he informed us about the splitting and the division that will take place in this ummah, he says that this ummah will split to 73 sects, all of them in the hellfire except one, not even two, except one. That's Firqa Najiyah, the saved sect. سئل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن هذه الواحدة. Then the Sahaba they asked, which one, O Messenger of Allah, that will be saved out of 73? قال هي من كان على مثل ما أنا عليه اليوم وأصحابي وفي رواية هم الجماعة. Says they are anyone who hold on firm to what I am upon and my companions. So regardless, you don't have to say, oh, I'm not born in Mecca. That's not an advantage. It will become advantage if people take advantage of it. Alhamdulillah, they sit with the ulama of Ahl Sunnah in that area, and they meet with the ulama of Ahl Sunnah who come for Hajj, like used to be the way of the Salaf. They used to be very happy for Mawasim al-Khair, like Ramadan and the Hajj, because they go to perform that act of worship, but also they have another objective, man. They're like some ulama, they make Hajj, inshallah. Will we meet them over there? Like Al-Imam Ahmad, like Yahya ibn Ma'in mentioned, he says he was in Iraq and he wants to travel to Abdul Razzaq San'ani in Yemen to ask him about some narrations. And he said to Yahya ibn Ma'in, prepare yourself. A long journey, Akhwan, couple of months. Now with the planes it's like maybe 2, 3, 4 hours. But at that time when there was no train, no planes, nothing. Some people couldn't even afford a camel. They have to walk months in the desert, no rest areas, no fast food, none of that. They have to carry with them water. And they have to carry with them something to eat. Sometimes they run out of food and water. As we learn in some of the biographies of. So then he said, we're going to go make Hajj and then we go see him. We're going to go.